Neato. And alive we go.
Hi ho, hi ho. It's off to live stream we go. Do 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 do
Discord has some updates.
do 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 do. Lucky bat. Wait. Ooh. Boy, how am I gonna paint this figure?
Oh boy.
Does Squidmar have a Squarespace website with his minis on it?
I think so.
I want to see his. He didn't paint this mini, but he painted the one that looks almost exactly like it. But it's actually a little bit funny because he apparently replicated someone else's paint job on that mini, and I kind of want to replicate his paint job on the mini.
Replicate the replicator.
Although in his video about it, where he says getting good, that was the big thing that helped him, was just doing what other people did and matching it and figuring out how to match it. Why can't I click on it and make it bigger? Squidmar, make this clickable. That's okay. He made it in 5 seconds for the sponsorship. That's cool. Britus, sup dudes? Known as Damn He Thick. Yeah. Got this guy a little while ago.
There we go.
Ah, cool. I can open it in a new tab.
It has sit through some OBS, not OBS updates. Surprisingly, not OBS updates. Little Discord update.
Squidmar. Terminator.
Lucky bad. That could be a fun model challenge. Model painting telephone.
Ah,
That would be very funny.
that would be really funny.
And you just came up with a video idea. Thank you.
That would be holy moly. That would take a long ass time to get many people to paint the same exact mini, but that would be super cool.
I mean, literally perfect.
That would be really cool.
We're doing it.
You can ask, actually, did you drill the? I did drill the barrels.
I was joking today that he shouldn't do it. Just to trigger everybody.
ZWQ. Hello, Simon the Modernized Monkey. Darn Dootin.
Did you make that base today?
I did make the base today. It took a long ass time.
Nice.
But
yeah, I mean,
it has some uncured Elmer's Crayola model magic modeling material, and so it's a little squishy right now. But that might be fine. I didn't even Zenithal him because I don't think I'm gonna. I don't wanna crank this mini out. I want to really try on him. Just gotta get my reference all set up. Add image. Add source. Boo boo.
Lucky bad. It was actually a drawing challenge a while ago. Interesting. I love it. The notorious heck. Hey, I'm in the process of painting this one.
Ah, nice.
Forsaken. Hey guys. Hello.
Boom.
This is truly a great question. Yes, it's Luke. Why is there a like? Honestly, why is there 2 likes? That's the thing that's bothering me.
You know what would be easier than painting this? I just leave this image up on screen.
Yeah.
Then finished, guys.
I think that's what we do. It looks like that. Trust me, guys.
Interesting. So his black is a little bit blue. The only thing is he used golds, and I'm not going to use golds because my chaplains don't have gold on them. For my Black Templar Space Marines, my marshals, which are the Black Templar version of a captain, they all have gold, and the chaplains, who are the second in command, they all have silver. I kind of do like the blue gun a little because I mean he used a lot of blue. Blue in the armor, blue in the eyes, blue in the pearls, and then big old blue in the gun. Interesting.
Simon the Bottomized Monkey. Wow, that model looks great already. Yeah. You're almost done. I would say we're done. This is the quickest stream we've ever done.
Alright, well I guess it's time to lay in the body. Oh, another thing I didn't know about if I wanted to work in what's it called when you don't glue the model together?
Pinning?
Pinning subcategories? Subassemblies.
Subassembly?
Subassemblies. I think I'm going to have to. I mean, there's just so much to them.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And Crimson. Ahoy hoy. Rancher Goldfish, Akinoki known as Dromari, Jesse Nicoletti. Hello. We need a new graphic. Crayola Model Magic Soft Squishy Modeling Material is also here. It's great stuff.
Gosh.
It is great stuff.
Honestly, we should be sponsored by Crayola.
Mm-hmm.
But specifically the Model Magic Soft Squishy
Yes.
Modeling Material.
All right. So I suppose first I'm gonna need. Well, I guess I'll take them apart. I also added this, which is the topper from the Indominus Chaplain, which I might have bought a few of online for the bits. Oh, all right, there we go. All right, you know what? I guess we're gonna do some discovery on his legs. That makes sense.
Leg discovery.
Maybe I should try non-metallic metal. Although I've used true metallic metal on all my Terminators, or on all my Chaplains. But you know what? Screw it.
Yeah.
Why be? Can't think of any of my words. Why can't think of any of my words today?
Well,
Why be consistent when I can be interesting? That sounds smart unless you think about it.
Yeah.
Something you read on a pillow in a dumb person's house.
Yep. Right next to the sign that says "Live, Laugh, Love."
Mm-hmm. Home is where the heart is.
Yeah. Goodness.
Happy heretic. Fuck it. Simon the Modernized Monkey. Obnoxious but consistent. Yeah.
Honestly, that's the subheading for our channel.
Mm-hmm.
Eons of Battle. Obnoxious but consistent.
Mm-hmm. It's not bad.
Yeah, it works.
Jesse Nicoletti. Why be normal when abnormal is so much better?
That's the sign on my house.
Mm-hmm.
It really takes up a lot of the wall. It's in that cute cursive handwriting.
Okay, I'm gonna figure out how I'm gonna do my black on this foot. Gone fishing sign on the back door.
Yeah. And the welcome mat that says "Leave."
I don't think I've ever used this color cold gray. Well, actually, that's a lie because it's half empty. But I don't remember the last time I've used this color cold gray. Poor Squidmar. I was watching his podcast today, and he was talking about how
He has a podcast?
or not Squidmar. Goobertown Hobbies. Paint Bravely, the podcast, and he talked about how after he spent like hundreds of dollars buying the complete range of Army Painter, he decided he would rather get into Vallejo, and so he bought into Vallejo with their model color range for like military stuff. Thinking, he'd get paints that would make sense to have if he's going to be painting, Army men and soldiers and stuff. But what he ended up getting was like their historical line. So 50 different grays, 50 different greens, 50 different browns, 1 red, 1 yellow, 1 blue.
Wow. Yeah, that blows.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, is that just a straight up resell right then and there? I mean, what are you gonna do with that? Or maybe he'll get into painting tanks.
He has painted a tank before. For one of his Goobertown roulettes, he painted a tank, but then he kit bashed a dwarf into it.
Ah, adorable.
Commander Cade. Women want me, fish fear me. Ekinokinonis, 2 roads diverge in the wood, and I took the one less traveled by, and that has made all the difference. I don't remember. I remember reading, like, learning that poem in school and figuring out what it meant, and then reading an article about how it doesn't mean that, it means the opposite of that, and I don't remember what it means now.
Perfect.
I hated the poetry section. I don't get poems. If you have something to say, just say it.
Yeah.
With people and their tricky wordplay.
Yeah, it is. It's pretty bad. Yep.
Just tell me the story. No tricks.
Yeah. I know. I took in high school. I took creative writing, and there was a poetry section in that. That sucked. Let's just write stories. Way more fun. Happy Heretic. Yeah, fuck words. Oh no. Andy Crimson. My creative writing track in college was poetry. I mean, poetry's fantastic.
10 out of 10.
I think really it's just really hard.
And then people like me to say it sucks.
Yeah.
You work really, really hard. Your words are mathematically correct. And then I'm just like, what? So wait, so when does Iron Man come into play? What is the hook? George Yardo. Hey, tips, thanks. Hey, thanks for all the hobby tips, man. You're my go-to for tips. Nice.
Nice.
That's what we do here at EOB.
I also saw he asked a question. Hey, so what line of paints do you use? I'm using Army Painter, but I'm open to upgrading.
Army Painter's fine. It's not my favorite because it's a little pigment light and it dries a little glossy, which I don't prefer. I really like Vallejo. I still use a couple of G-Dub paints. I like the reds. I just got some Pro Acryl that seem kind of nice. They're way thinner than other companies' paints. So I'd say Vallejo.
Andy Crimson. It's easy to compose meaning in a few dozen pages of a story, but tough as hell to do it in a few verses. Also, poetry is way more open to interpretation. And you hate that. That is your least favorite thing.
You bring your own story to it. It's like poetry, it rhymes.
Yeah. We studied theater. We know what that means.
Yeah, it means you didn't try. In theater, that's what that means, is you didn't try.
Yeah. Power Surge. By the way, loved the video today. Definitely in my top 3 bases you've made.
Ah, nice. Simon the Lobotomized Monkey. I was very intelligent and splurged on the biggest Army Painter set, and now I have never used them if I don't have to. Mander Calorie. Does Jay eat the paint off the brush every time he dips it? No, I touch a clean... I reshape the bristles of a clean paintbrush. That's what brush licking is.
Says the paint eater.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I eat paint chips for the protein and for the lead.
Exactly.
For the potassium. Simon LeBron's Monkey. I'm a GW shill. Daniel Lopez. Vallejo Model and Gaming are really good. They are. Yeah, usually their model paints are a little bit like plainer. They're less saturated, and then the model colors are really, really crazy. Or the game colors are really crazy.
Commander Cade. I feel like you just eat the paint off the walls in your house.
Mm-hmm.
Shh, don't tell anyone. It's our little secret.
Carson Underwood, I'm going to paint my Space Marines red, black, and gray. What type of base do you think I should do? Well, it's hard to say based just on colors. I mean, it depends. Are they going to be more? Is color going to be closer to white in the end or black in the end? Because usually you want a base to be the opposite.
Happy Heretic. Serious question. What's the best way to clean gunk out of an airbrush?
Boy. I've let them soak in Windex and alcohol, and then really scrub the heck out of them. I actually got myself into a little bit of trouble with my army painter, or not my army painter, with my Badger. I put some oil to lubricate the trigger, and the oil made the gaskets swell. I think they absorbed the oil and swelled, and so it makes my needle a little sticky. So I'll probably have to throw something. I'll have to take those out and give them a good rinse in some alcohol. So yeah, I don't know.
Wow.
Be careful with oil.
Plimbo the dude. Man, summer is almost here, and I'm so excited for all the wargaming, cries, and farting.
Me too.
Yep.
I do this summer. I want to play some 40k, and I'm gonna play some 40k. I don't know how that's gonna happen, but it'll happen.
It'll happen. You gotta put it out to the universe.
Gotta play. Yeah, that's what Oprah would say.
Yeah.
And Oprah has never steered me wrong before.
Right. But Ellen has.
Oh, Ellen. My girl.
Mm-hmm.
Nago L Gaming. Yeah, I finally caught him live. Yes, you have.
Nice.
All right, you guys, I hope you've enjoyed the stream. Catch all the videos this week. Signing off.
Amazing. I always love it. My favorite thing is when people join at exactly 10 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
That is one of my favorite things. Carson Underwood, more grayish/black.
Grayish, like maybe a nice dark yellow. I mean, do you want a natural base? Do you want a weird alien base? Do you want something mechanical? Like what is
like this? Yeah. This is the opportunity to use your references.
Yeah.
To find some photo references. That's always a good start.
And maybe to watch our video on oh god, what's the basing video called that we just put out?
It's called "Most Miniature Bases Suck. Here are tips to help."
Yeah, that might be a good video to watch to get some ideas.
It's the recommended video after the stream. Apparently.
Limbo the dude. Oprah, the War Gamers Moses. Oh, what if Oprah played? What if she's like, yeah, I got a sick collection of Adeptus Custodes and some Adeptus Mechanicus.
Yeah, she plays on the DL. She has enough money.
Oh yeah.
She has enough money to just barely do it.
Yeah. Yeah, she's like, you know what? I had a pretty good year. I can probably get into Gene Stealer cult. You know, with a 1,000 points.
Yeah, exactly. Nagoel Gaming. I don't know if you take video requests, but is there a chance when you have time, could you make a tutorial on making green power blades?
I've been thinking about how to do stuff like power plasma weapons and energy swords. I might do just a quick tip video, like in place of a basing video on power swords. I don't know if I'm that good at it yet either. I do kind of want. I have a whole bunch of plasma stuff I've been holding off on painting so that I could do it all in one video. Like I have a couple of the plasma conduit terrain pieces. I've got lots of plasma guns and plasma cannons. So yeah, maybe one day I can think, because I want it to be simple enough that like anyone can pull it off. Like I don't want to just be like, yeah, so just like blend it perfectly and then it's done. It's good. It's great.
Right. And probably so people can use any color.
Yeah. But then, I wonder if there isn't really a lot of resources like that because it's just really hard.
Yeah. Could be.
Flimbo the Dude. And you get a chaplain. And you get a chaplain. And you get a chaplain.
Circle N3. How can you possibly have more to say? Well, he does.
And here
And
it
here
goes.
it goes.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. That is always my favorite intro. It's a very cute intro. Power surge. 10k points of Imperial Knights. Yeah, that's Oprah's army. 100%. Flimbo the Dude. You get a chaplain, and you get a dreadnought. Robert S. Downs Jr. Oh, Ellen playing Warhammer is truly the dream I have. I like to think it'd be kind of like when Conan plays video games. It'd be like that. But Ellen. So there'd be a lot more abuse in the background, but it'd be fun. Kino knows Ellen would also throw the codex at her opponents like they were interns. Yeah, I mean, she has practice. She has practice doing that.
Xavier Martineau. And here I am. Carson Underwood, I think I'm going to go for a skeleton base with concrete and rubble. Nice.
Love it.
Tony Lopez, check out Sarastro. He has some good painters. Oh, I've watched all of Sarastro's stuff. That guy's great. I heard this other kind of niche little channel called Midwinter Minis.
Yeah.
It's a pretty good one. You know,
actually,
worth checking out.
Yeah, we did a video where we helped them out.
Mm-hmm.
Like, hopefully they'll get a few subscribers.
Yeah.
Andy Crimson, if she gets a rule wrong, an intern gets fired.
That's pretty good. That's very Alan.
Adam Alchemist. So my Lehman Russ print failed, but got my brother's XV88-2 Tau battlesuit. Came out with only some support blemishes. He's thinking green and black for Tau. What you think?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like Tau is one of those races anything would work. They're kind of like Necrons or Tyranid. Like they're pretty simple and they have nice easy shapes and yeah, I think any color scheme, anything weird and wacky would work really nice for them. Sometimes with human armies, it can look weird to have like, you know, a Sister of Battle head sticking out of like a holographic green armor. But yeah, I mean the Xenos you can do anything with. Daniel Lopez, I checked out Midwinter Mini. It reminds me a lot of Blue Table Painting.
Oh no. Aren't you Goldfish? 69 watching now. Nice. I know it keeps going from 69 to 71.
So that my inspiration was Squidmar, but I think now I'm just following Zumakito's non-metal Metallica tutorial.
And this video is sponsored by Zumakito.
Yeah.
Perfect. Forsaken, and still only 38 dislikes. I know, it's ridiculous. We need way more dislikes. I mean, we're literally asking for them. We made a graphic and everything. Need some more dislikes. And 7 upvotes, which is just ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
Flimbo the Dude, I read somewhere that Games Workshop's explanation for no female Space Marines is that their gene seed doesn't work on them, so it's still stupid.
Yeah, I mean, their fictional technology only works on males and not females. I don't, that's not really an explanation. I don't know. I don't get it. I mean, I think we learned from Star Wars, if you change anything ever, people will go insane.
Yeah.
Even if there was no good reason for it in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. I hate, though, when people say, like, if you want female Space Marines, just play Sisters of Battle. Just play Guard. There's women in the Guard. Like, that's not... If people want to play Space Marines, but if they want lady Space Marines, they're not getting that if they don't play Space Marines. Yeah, I don't know. I wish they could redo all the Space Marine lore. I really like the Space Marines, but I don't like that... I don't like that the like the Space Marines are all about honor, and they're about loyalty and perseverance, but they're collected as children and then indoctrinated with like horrible, awful experiments and stuff to train them to be, genetically augmented badasses. But then when you hear about them in the lore, they're just fellas. Like, I'm listening to the book right now that I forget the name of, but there's a character who's a Space Marine, Gray Wolf, Thunder Wolf. What are the space wolves? He's a space wolf, and he tells jokes and he laughs. That doesn't sound very psycho, indoctrinated, evil, monster. It sounds like a person. And if Space Marines are just people, there's no reason why they can't be just people women.
Mm-hmm.
There's probably room for stories about Space Marine women. So, I don't know. And, with Halo, there's no difference between women Spartans and male Spartans.
Maybe Games Workshop thinks that women aren't people.
I
think that's what it is.
I think that's their official policy.
Confirmed.
So yeah, I don't know. I don't know how to fix it. It definitely doesn't seem like this is a pressing issue for Games Workshop. It doesn't seem like they're going to change it anytime soon. I don't know how you change it. I think you probably could just say, oh yeah, Call figured out how to let women become Space Marines. And, but holy cow, like watching some people's videos on it, this is where people are drawing the line in the sand.
Yeah.
Which seems weird and wrong and sexist, but I don't know. I can't see into the hearts of others. I can only listen to the dumb things they say on YouTube. Robert has Down Jr. Wasn't the missing Primarch 2 chicks? That's why they were not in the records. That is true. Games Workshop specifically left 2 Primarchs as complete mysteries so that people have the space to do whatever they want with it. Rennie, butternuts? Female Space Marines breathe through their skin?
Interesting. Antonio Manuel Lopez Camacho. Hey Jay and Nick, I'm super busy right now, but I wanted to pop in to say thank you for the panel lining advice that you gave me during the Discord call-in live stream.
Ah,
Good
great.
luck painting.
Yeah, I'm glad that helped. I was very excited when I figured that out.
Yeah.
I'm like, hey, look at this. This is way easier than what I've been doing my whole life.
And speaking of a call-in live stream, the next one is going to be on June 5th. Saturday, June 5th at 9 p.m. Central. So not this week, but next week. And then we're going to be doing it the first Saturday of every month. So get your questions ready.
Zumakito, tipping with a great point. Wow, it's almost like the 40k lore might exist only to facilitate battles between any given faction.
Mm-hmm. That's ZNewBQ.
Ah, yes, Zenubq.
Exactly.
Power Surge. I've heard Space Marines sleep around.
I bet they created the lore just to make toys.
And Adam Alchemist, up until Reach in Halo 2 out of 3, female voice Spartans just looked like normal Spartans. Then Halo Reach gave us the booty and massively changed profile. Ah. Well, thank goodness for Reach.
Oh, yeah.
Xavier Martineau, you're a really good painter, Jay. Oh, thank you. Daniel Lopez, I think they had female Space Marines in first edition, not sure. Ah, Daniel Lopez, well, people will jump down your throat and say, actually. Those were not female Space Marines. Those were women adventurers wearing Space Marine power armor.
Mm-hmm. Lucky Bat. All the lore is a big commercial for plastic men.
That's true.
And women.
That's another good point.
Chicky Nugs. Wow. EOB be mispronouncing their main benefactor's name incorrectly? Shame. I mean, that's what we're all about. Mispronouncing people's names. Good old change my name so it'd be easier for Jay.
Yeah.
That is my favorite Discord name. Of course, also Biggest Dickus. Because you gotta have one on your Discord server, of course.
Robert House Danish Jr. Honestly, I get the whole no female Space Marine thing, but I've heard so much about it, and the pros of gatekeeping it's just as bad as the pro female Space Marine people. That is just annoying. Yeah, and I mean, a lot of this just comes down to the internet. Like, I'm sure if someone rocked up to their local game store and they had some female heads on their Space Marines, I don't think anyone would give them any trouble.
Nope.
Maybe the biggest, fattest, beardiest gamer there would say a little something and be weird for a second. But that would just be his MO. I mean, that's what he does on the daily.
Yeah.
Actually, the stuff I can't do it.
Right. Nego L Gaming. I know I asked this before, but I got lost in the chat. When choosing an army, would you recommend going after the one that you like the playstyle or the one that you like the looks?
I think looks. I mean, playstyle sort of changes. I mean, I feel like looks will play into playstyle. I mean, if you love orcs, or like if you just love the look of orcs, you're probably gonna like playing with, a bunch of boys and a bunch of trucks and a bunch of grots and a bunch of weird boys. And there's some factions where you can kind of do a little bit of both. Like Space Marines, you can have lots of bodies, or you can have lots of tanks. Imperial Guard, you can sort of do whatever you want with each army. But yeah, I would just say pick whatever is coolest. And also, all the playstyles are the same. I mean, shooting, close combat, that's the two things you can do. Unless you're Tau, then it's just shooting.
What about the psychic phase?
Oh, yeah, and like 1 unit, and like 3 units in the game have psychic powers.
You can have a lot of models, you can have very little. That's about it. ZNBQ tips. After being mispronounced this many times, I need you to know, if she streamed at the same time as you guys, I'd leave for Miss Mini Life.
Ah, who's Miss Mini Life?
I don't know.
Though, I'm going to agree. You go watch them. They're probably better. Adam Alchemist. Major Kill's take on why no female Space Marines is most accurate, in my opinion. Yeah, he ended on probably shouldn't do it. I don't know. I don't know if Games Workshop should do it or not. I don't know if there's really people clamoring for it or not. Simon the Lobotomized Monkey. The 40k hentai market would explode if the Fem Marines came around. And New Crimson, it was supply and demand. Female Space Marines just didn't sell back when Rogue Trader Phrase came out, so they took them off the line.
I'll be here to take fem knots.
Spartan's cheap, but in order to wear Space Marine power armor, doesn't one have to be basically a Space Marine? So technically they could be female Space Marines. The Space Marines have a thing called the Black Carapace, which is embedded into their body, and it allows their nervous system to interact with the armor, so that the armor is just an extension of their own reflexes. Sisters of Battle wear a version of power armor that gives them the strength, but it's not as good because they don't wear a Black Carapace in their bodies. Z Nibby Q-tips after being Miss Mini Life. Yes, I'm gonna have to go watch Miss Mini Life. I'm so far behind.
Randy Butternubs. Hey, Jay and Nick. Is it your perception that hobby stores used to be staffed with a lot more smug comic book guy types than today? I remember rolling my eyes at some dudes in my local Games Workshop back then.
I don't know. I mean, I've only been at this for what, 6-7 years. I feel like we got the comic book guy. We've definitely gone through a thing. Like, first we had the douchebag, then we had like the cosplay weirdo who was also a little douchey, and now we just have a really nice guy who's just chill.
Yeah, he's great. Yeah,
I bet stores just go through a cycle of douches and great people.
What do you think the percentage is on that?
Boy, I hope it's mostly decent.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I guess the nice thing about Warhammer stores, apart from the price and everything else, is it's a revolving door a little bit. So if somebody sucks, they'll probably end up leaving. But like, if somebody works at a game store and they're being a douche, either they're the owner and you're stuck with them, or the owner likes them and so you're stuck with them. But a Games Workshop store, it's all about the profit.
Mm-hmm. Really? Oh, I thought they were a non-profit.
Suka, female dreadnoughts. You know what? That's totally doable. That would totally work.
Adam Alchemist. I have jury duty tomorrow. Goddamn Emperor Corpsicle.
Happy heretic. Femnot.
Say you don't believe in law and order. That'd help you get out of stuff. I don't believe in the court system. And all of my friends are cops. You should say all those things. Then you won't be anymore.
Dame Patterson. Tau can't even shoot. I've heard Tau are suffering right now in the meta. But I'm sure they'll get a codex one of these days and then it'll be awesome.
So they're not doing too hot?
Yeah, apparently they're just really suffering right now in the rules. Their 8th edition rules don't line up very well with 9th edition. Mm-hmm. But I've heard very good things about all the 9th edition codexes. So when it's Tau's turn, I'm sure they'll be all fixed up.
Yeah.
Robert S. Downs Jr. I'm so pro-woman, I make my wife work 2 jobs so that she can support a family just as good as a man. And I make her cook and clean.
Wow. Look at you go.
Frozen Throg. Female Space Marines can't be worse than the introduction of Primaris. Kinokinones, they had Call Make Primaris out of nowhere. ZNBQ, because people really appreciated that for the Primaris Marines. You know what? I think everyone should watch, if you care about Primaris Space Marines, which most people don't. Most people don't seem to care about Space Marines, which is amazing because they're like the flagship thing of 40k. But Major Kill has a wonderful video about the Primaris, because a lot of people's reactions are still stuck in like 2017 when they were first dropped. But since then, they've released a lot of information in books and codexes, and they've really been fleshed out and made interesting. Power Search. Isn't Primaris just old stuff from 30k put on pause? Sort of. It was assigned to Call by Gilliman to make better Space Marines, and Call got to work, and he took like a bajillion Space Marine recruits, and he began tinkering on them, and then somewhere within the 10,000 years of the Emperor's seat on the Golden Throne and Gilliman slowly dying from a knife wound, Call figured it out, how to make better Space Marines, and so he had them waiting in stasis for new orders from Rowboat Girly Man, and that day came. I thought I unplugged you.
Jesus, talking back.
There we go.
How rude.
Mm-hmm. Michael Spitz, I joined after Primaris, and I find that both are nice in their own way. Yeah, I mean, Primaris look better, 1,000% better in terms of models. Yeah. And I think the lore is more interesting. Well, not more interesting. I mean, I don't know. I feel like the lore for Space Marines was played out over the course of 30 years of books and stories. A lot of the Primaris stuff right now is kind of about the Primaris kind of being a little bit insecure and not knowing if they're worthy or if they're good enough to save the Imperium or if they even want to. I don't know. It's kind of interesting compared to just for the Emperor, kill the orcs. All right, we did it.
All right, let's go home and party.
Mm-hmm.
Dane Patterson, I blame EOB for my buying $200 of used Tau this month. I don't even play 40k.
You know, every army has their day. I mean, I remember Tau crushed in the end of the 6th edition, so I'm sure it'll come again, even if they're not doing great.
And it was so good that our friend Sean bought into them without
having any money, and having a full guard army that he wasn't even done with, and was playing games with.
Yeah.
No, I want to play Tau.
I want to play Town because they're really good in the meta.
That's exactly what he sounds like.
Scalene triangles. I like the size of the Primaris, but I don't like the way their units do one thing very well with little or no options. It's like a hero shooter versus a loadout-based shooter. That is true, they don't have a lot of options. I assume those will come in a little, but who knows. ZNewbieQ, one of the first books with the Primaris Marines, it had some Long War veteran Alpha Legion guy hilariously wondering about them. Do they look bigger to you? That is pretty great. Games Workshop is very tongue-in-cheek. A lot of people seem to miss that in all the grim dark, but they love some humor.
They are very cute.
Mm-hmm.
Except for the little Thunderhawk.
Yeah.
That was mean.
Mm-hmm.
I thought they were going to make the big one in plastic.
Yeah, especially when they just remade it in resin like 3 years ago. Lost Spirit 96. I was thinking of basing my Mars Skitari on a natural Mars base, maybe with some bright sulfur pools or mining runoff to break up the ground. Do you think it would be too much red? Any tips? You know, I painted my Skitari with a red Mars base, and I was a little disappointed. I think red on red was a little much. I think I also used the same red. I've seen people have success with Mars Skitari on Mars bases is people who use fluorescent red on the model and then they use like a really dull terracotta red on the base. I've seen people do that, and it looks very, very good. But yeah, don't use the exact red that you used on the Mini as the exact red for the base, or things will start to look a little, just a little blobby, a little like it's hard to pick out the silhouette of the Mini.
Zach is whack. Why are there so many dislikes on this stream? Oh, never mind. We all make the same mistakes.
Power Surge. Ooh, that's a big man, says the 8-foot tall power armor guy. Hapakuma. Wonder how best to do a shimmer cloak on a Mian Shadow Guide? I don't know. You could just try something out, and if it doesn't work, you could paint right over it, and then paint right over it again, and then paint right over it again.
River, I've been here for just a few minutes, and Nick has said cute about 5 times. Cute, 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 cute. Cute. Now it's 12 times. It's my favorite word.
Comic Wolf, hey guys, sorry I haven't been here lately.
How dare you?
TK Studio Prince, love the thumbs down. Will we make 60?
We better.
Can we get down votes? Yes, we can. I'll talk more about Sisters of Battle, or Female Space Marines. That ought to do it.
Yeah. Dane Patterson, yeah. Why their crust to dislike the video? That goes against my YouTube training.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind if Space Marines could recruit from just people. Because, like, I think it'd be super cool, and it would go well with the whole honor thing, if really, really, really good warriors could live out, 100 years or 80 years of just being exceptional, and then live on an extra few hundred years as a Space Marine. That sounds like really, really good fodder for some really cool stories. But all Space Marines have to start out as child recruits who are, like, have a third or fourth heart shoved into them. I don't know, it's just not. Yeah. If I could restart the Space Marines, I would make it so that anyone could become a Space Marine, because Space Marines live for hundreds of years, and all Space Marines die in combat. So it could be a really interesting thing. Like, the best military minds eventually live out their days as Space Marines. But no, because years and years and years and years ago, Games Workshop had other plans. And we cannot ever change anything. The sacred texts.
XenoBQ, we need another new graphic, and Nick is also cute. Yeah, we really do. Honestly, that's a great, that'd be a good Discord emoji. Zach is whack. Man, I gotta join streams more often. It's cool seeing mini painters I like interact with the audience more.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. And on Saturday, the June 5th, you can actually call in using our Discord, and you'll be live on air. You can live on air ask us questions, or tell Jay that he's wrong.
Mm-hmm. Another interesting thing about gatekeeping and female Space Marines and all this is, I think at least 50% of 40k wargamers don't care at all. Mm-hmm. I bet 50% of people do not care about their rules. Maybe looked through the lore from their codex one time, and that's it.
Yeah.
And because online you want everyone to be treating the game exactly like you, because you want everyone to be you.
It's true.
But and so we have to gatekeep so that the right opinions and the right values are kept so that the hobby is nice and strong. And the hobby's always going to be made up of some people who care a lot, some people who care a medium amount, and some people who care just a little bit. And it's probably always been like that, and it's probably always going to stay like that.
Fred S. Jay, if you want more dislikes, tell us about why the new Star Wars movies are better than the
Oh
prequels.
boy.
There you go.
I mean, they're definitely. I don't know if it's even controversial to say they're better than the prequels. Prequels suck.
They are to some people.
I know, but you know, everyone's wrong once in a while. That's fine.
Koek 15324. Yeah, why are there so many dislikes? Usually there's only about 30. We have like over double the amount of people that we usually do.
That's what I get for painting a Space Marine.
Exactly. Yeah, we have 71 dislikes, which I believe is a record.
Woo!
I believe 72. I'm pretty sure that's the most dislikes we've ever gotten.
Nice. Just take a picture, put it on the wall.
Yeah.
Bimbo the dude. I literally just imagined some of my Death Guard are women Space Marines, and they all have helmets on anyway. Nice. Power Surge. 80% of people that own armies have not played a game ever. You know what? That's probably more true than we think.
ZWQ, I'm gonna head off and maybe paint some 6mm minis because I get distracted easily. Have a nice one, everybody.
Good night.
Good night.
Power Surge. 80% are Jason in Alaska. Just look at Stormcast Eternals, men and women, and they are amazing. Yeah, I think if 40k started in 2015, like Age of Sigmar did, Space Marines would be exactly like Stormcast Eternals. It'd be men and women, and it'd be fine.
Itchy, are we supposed to dislike it? So it's scrolling. Are we supposed to dislike it so it doesn't mess with the algorithm? I feel bad doing. It only counts as interaction, so it doesn't matter if you like or dislike. As long as you're interacting, it helps us. But it's funnier to dislike it.
Zach is whack. Speaking of lore, I'm trying to come up with a story to explain why I have Commander Farsight in my custom Sept army. Well, that should be easy. He's consulting. He's giving you valuable strategic information. He is evaluating you to join into the Farsight Enclave. Or it's his twin brother. I mean, there's a lot of different ways you could do it. Dodge the Jester. Hey, Eons, building Kayvon Shrike. I don't remember how you say his name. Kayvon Shrike? What do you think of Raven Guard for the first army to get into 40k? I like the Space Marines a lot, and I like the first founding chapters. I think Raven Guard's the first founding chapter. They're pretty sweet. Yeah, I like the Raven Guard. I love the idea of a lot of jump pack troops and striking from the shadows. In 8th edition, they had a cool thing where if they were beyond a certain range, they always got a cover save, which is pretty sweet. I don't know if that's still the case in 9th, probably not, but yeah, Raven Guard are sweet.
Basement Goblin, really like the stream. Thumbs down.
Yeah, nice.
Power Surge. Legend says if you reach 100 dislikes, the channel gets deleted.
Do it.
Find out.
Do it.
We can get there. We have 7 more minutes.
G. Keaton, doesn't affect gameplay, doesn't hurt my feelings. Yeah.
Exactly.
Happy Heretic. Commander Farsight has a twin brother. Settle down here, M. Night Shyamalan. Adam Alchemist, isn't Farsight straight up a mercenary now? I thought he's separated from the Tau Eternal cast. Yeah, their ethereal died, and they woke up and realized the state of the Tau Empire. And yeah, I think they're not mercenaries because I don't think they're like work for hire, but yeah, they do their own thing. They're one of the few Taus that can be described as badass. Jason in Alaska. What if, at the end of the Horus Heresy series, we find out that the Emperor had created another 20 Primarchs, but all female? The gnashing of teeth would be hilarious. It would be hilarious. I almost want it to happen just to see people's reactions.
They'd burn all their minis.
Mm-hmm. Scalene triangles. Nothing's gonna stop me from making a female tech marine and her grumpy dreadnought husband. Can't stop me now, 'cause I'm having a good time, making a lore for my dreadnought in my space marines.
Is that the best Queen song?
Probably. I don't know Queen
Don't
that,
Stop Me
that
Now,
well.
Bohemian Rhapsody,
Bohemian Rhapsody,
Killer Queen.
Killer Queen.
There's more, but those are my favorite.
We Will Rock You. It's pretty good. I don't know if that's the name of it, but
Yeah, I think it is. I like Don't Stop Me Now. It really pumps you
Don't
up.
Stop Me Now is pretty great.
Mm-hmm. Wow, we have 81 dislikes.
Nice. In honesty, for all the harumphing, for every one person saying I like the lore as lore, I see 20 people jumping down your throat on why we need female representation in Marines. Well, that's so weird. For me, it's the exact opposite. I see nobody really asking for female Space Marines, and a lot of people harumphing female Space Marines.
Mm-hmm.
Dane Patterson, no tower badasses once they're on the end of a chainsword.
Oh my gosh, so many more songs. Another one bites the dust.
Ah, oh, that's a great one.
Somebody to Love. That's a good one too. Oh yeah, Under Pressure.
Oh, that's another good one. Wait, that's not... Is that Queen?
And David Bowie.
And David Bowie. Okay. Arian Perez. How about something more controversial than female Space Marines? Men in the Sisters of Battle. I think that'd be fine too, but it doesn't work currently because they're the Sisters of Battle. Technically, they're the Adeptus Sororitas, and their lore is that they are literally all women. For the only reason they're all women is because the ecclesiarchy is not allowed to have men at arms. And so there's a loophole where they may have women at arms. It's the dumbest thing in the world, but that's why we have an entire range of miniatures and a whole army.
Zach is whack. Guys, what about Xenos in the Imperium?
Genestealer cults. I love Genestealer cults. They're awesome. Those are the Xenos in the Imperium. Kino Kinones. Yeah, fuck the lore that says you can't have men in the Sisters of Battle. Let's make Misters of Battle canon. Nice.
Misters of Battle.
I'm down. I want to be a Mister of Battle.
Mm-hmm. Still have to wear boob armor though, for some
That's
reason.
fine. I'm down.
Yeah,
I'll make it work.
Yep.
Scalene triangles. Aren't some of the preachers in the Sisters of Battle male? I believe that there's priests in the Sisters of Battle that are men. Adam Alchemist. Some ecclesiarch priest somewhere. I found a loophole. I should be a lawyer. The Jokero. The Jokero are a kind of an enslaved race used by the Imperium Tyranid Sister of Battle. You know what? I want to see that army. Be a lot of kit bashing, but I think it would be worth it.
Do it.
Coac 15324. Female Space Marines getting all the talk. What about the Orc Gene Stealer cultists? I know that they are a thing that has existed in the lore before. I think due to the life cycle of the orcs, it would either work perfectly or not at all, because the Gene Stealer cultists need like reproduction in order to populate their species, and orcs are spore based. So either their weird alien hybridization works with spores or it doesn't. It's your boy Mel, the Sisters of Battle less known allies, the Brotherhood of Simps. That would make for a really fun army.
And on that note, it is after 10 o'clock.
Ah, it is.
So you know what that means. We're going to be closing down the stream, but not before saying all the things we're going to say.
Yeah.
We had a video out today. We have a video out on Wednesday and then Friday, as always. And we'll be back tomorrow with another live stream at 9 p.m. Central.
I got
So
some
join us.
work done on his pants.
Yeah. Ah, yeah. 86 thumbs down, the new record.
Nice.
Love it.
And stream.
All right, good night.